Hello everyone and welcome to a new Tutorial Thursday video. My name is Swiss, and for this week we're going to be going over version 8.0.1, the new and improved Battlefield version 3, PS3, Battlefield Junior, small Battlefield, little Battlefield, whatever you want to call it, Battlefield Central. Anyways, we're gonna go over how the stage works. Blast zones, is a stage good for Snake, and everything that you guys need to know about using Snake on small Battlefield. If you guys like the content, like and subscribe. But other than that, let's go ahead, let's dive right in, and let's get it.
It's showtime.
Okay, so first things first, we're going to go over the blast zone difference between Battlefield and small Battlefield. Now, this is regular Battlefield. We're going to actually take out the camera here so that way you guys can just see the blast zones. So this is the stage, obviously the three platforms and the blast zone being red. Notice that they're all in red. Now, let's go ahead and turn on small Battlefield, which is right here. Now, you can see here that pretty much I don't think you can zoom in. No, you can't. But pretty much what you can see here is that the blast zone is a little bit smaller at the top. As far as the sides and the bottoms go, it's exactly the same. There's obviously no top platform. The base is exactly the same. And as you can see here, there's a little bit of light blue here, or sky blue, or cyan, or whatever you want to call it. But this just implements that the platforms are a little bit closer to each other. So it's a little bit closer than regular Battlefield. So that's basically what we can deduce as far as like the difference in the stages of Battlefield and small Battlefield. And just as another visual representation, we'll also go over PS2 because a lot of people are comparing this to PS2. Now, obviously, PS2 is much longer. The platforms are shorter for small Battlefield. The platforms are shorter here, as you can see, but it's obviously a smaller stage as far as length goes still. And then the blast zones, the sides are smaller, or are closer, I should say. And the bottom blast zone is bigger, and the top blast zone is exactly the same. So that's pretty much it. But let's go ahead and dive right into playing the actual stage. Okay, so playing on the actual stage. Again, so the platforms are exactly the same height as far as regular Battlefield goes. It's just they're just a little bit closer together. And what that pretty much means is that, up smash on ledge is going to be a little bit like you can kind of move a little bit farther back to use that up smash now. If you tend to want to actually use it as an edge guard, you can. But you could still get up attack by characters with swords or big, long get-up attack hitboxes such as Bowser and Donkey Kong and stuff like that. So definitely want to be very, very careful about that. But for the most part, if you're playing someone that doesn't really have a good get-up attack, Snake, then in that case being said, up smash, you could do like about here, and you should be good. So again, like this is, other than that though, I mean, this is basically going to be Battlefield, just obviously smaller and with two platforms and no top platform, which isn't really a big deal. You can pretty much kind of call this a PS2, but like a smaller version of it. But for the most part, the bottoms and the sides are the same, so you can still do what's intended in my previous Battlefield video. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out. Now, the top platform isn't really going to hurt Snake too much with it being gone here. It is going to stop some characters from being able to ladder Snake using the top platform. It's going to stop characters from being able to jump up and hit Snake by using that top platform, like Palu and Falco and so on and so forth. Whoever else has really good jumps in general. So having the top platform gone isn't necessarily a big deal for Snake. I mean, sure, you're not going to be able to play C4 on top platform, which is something I like to do, just to have that coverage up there. But it's not a deal breaker. This stage is still very strong for Snake. So in the end, even though top platform's gone, again, it's not too much of a big deal. You could still have these platforms as far as landing goes, even though you don't have the top platform. That's still all right. And for the most part, again, up smash can be used a little bit farther from ledge now. You don't have to worry as much as the mortar hitting the platform, such as you would on, let's say, Battlefield, of course, in comparison to those two, obviously, since this is small Battlefield. But yeah, it's a good stage all around again for Snake, and you have the same amount of ground options as well. So you could still be able to wall people out. You still have room to camp, set up smash, etc. So that's pretty much it as far as like the stage goes. Now, one thing to also make sure as well is that Snake still cannot full hop onto the platform, obviously because it's the same height, but you could still like wave land in one full hop, and you can still double jump if you wanted to. I tend to just use a full hop. It just makes it easier for me, and it feels faster for me as well, rather than using the double jump. So outside of that, I played on the stage for about a full stream the other day, and again, I personally feel that the stage is really strong for Snake. It does take some getting used to though, I would say, because it does feel kind of different with like this top platform being gone. But if you have like the mindset of like, hey, I'm playing on PS2, let's say, then you should be good to go, to be honest. But it did take me like a couple of games to actually get used to end up getting used to this stage in general, because I was just too fixed on Battlefield. So in this case being said, now again, like this stage can also assist in certain matchups, because he can't necessarily get laddered too bad on these stages, like Mario ladders or Wario, or whoever else has like really good ladders, Zero Suit Samus, Bowser Jr. People that have good ladders in general. They're still gonna be able to get the ladder down, don't get me wrong, but characters that have like off the top, they can kill off the top ladders, like obviously Mario, is going to be a lot easier for you to not really lose a stock over it. So definitely something to keep in mind. Now the big question is this stage going to be legal? What's going to happen with this stage? Is it going to be legal? Is it going to be added? Is it going to be replaced by another stage? And I think that's a good discussion to have right now, and something that I hope that you guys provide your feedback in the comment section down below. But in my opinion, with this stage, I do feel like it should be a legal stage. I think it should be added to the stage list without the removal of another stage. I know some people are saying, this should replace PS2, which shouldn't be the case, because PS2 is just a bigger version of this, but that doesn't mean that PS2 should go away. People are saying that like this should replace Lilat, which is just, in my opinion, nonsense, because Lilat actually adds variety. Sure, nobody likes it, but the slants and the platform levels and stuff like that adds variety to our stage list. And the same thing with Yoshi's. If you were saying get rid of Yoshi's and add this instead, or get rid of Kalos, you have to understand that like this stage should not be a replacement, in my opinion, because the stages that people want gone are the stages that are different. Like Smashville has just one giant platform, right? And then Town City has moving platforms that go in and out. Kalos has two platforms, but on the sides of the stages, on the far sides of the stages, they have platforms on each side. PS2 has two platforms, yes, but it's a bigger stage. FD has no platforms. Lilat has slants. Yoshi's has slants. So I think people that really want to like remove a stage and replace it with this stage is just not good, in my opinion. It's not really a good mindset. Even though, granted, I hate Yoshi's and I never want to play on Yoshi's at all, that doesn't mean that I feel like Yoshi should be replaced with small Battlefield. Like, even though I hate the stage, you have to admit that the stage is different and it adds variety. I think that having variety is good, especially coming from Brawl, where Rainbow Cruise, Delfino Plaza, Norfair, Frigate Orphean, Jungle Japes, and so many other stages were legal with hazards. It added variety. And I'm not saying that we should, legalize Woohoo Island, shouts to Woohoo Island, but, what I'm saying is that we can't just have every single stage that's flat and has platforms. It's bland and it's gross and it's boring. So, in my opinion, I think that small battlefield should just be added. Plus, we already don't have a lot of stages in the stage list. So I think it should just be added and then no questions asked. Bans wise, like if there should be like, oh, we should add small battlefield and then add one more ban to the counter. So have 3 bans instead of 2. I think that's a little overdoing it as well. But that's obviously my opinion. My opinions are not your opinions, and I would love to hear you guys' opinions as well on what you guys think of the stage, the rule set. What should we do with the stage? Should we not add it? Should we add it? Should we replace it? What do you guys think? Again, let me know in the comment section down below. But that's definitely my take on the stage in general. I personally like it. It's a very strong stage for Snake still. Again, Battlefield was already strong for Snake, and small Battlefield is obviously going to be hand in hand, because even though it doesn't have a top platform, it's still Battlefield. It's still the same size. Platforms are a little bit closer. Blast zones are a little bit shorter. I did a test where Snake, in training mode, Snake with no DI on regular Battlefield dies at 117, but on small Battlefield he dies at 111 if I remember correctly. So, that's quite a difference, a 6% difference. But I think this stage is very, very strong for Snake still, just like regular Battlefield. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Like and subscribe, and let me know again in the comment section down below what do you guys think of the stage, the rule set, what should be done, and go from there. Again, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.
Never duplicate you, never multiply two. Everyone copy and paste, mask all up in on their face. Disney fantasy MPH, they are cool with they complacent. You feel it in you, then you brush it off you. Insignificant, but you got something we want, and your whole life is a taunt, cause you will not just comply. Waking up for your day.